Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. I'm back in the long dark. Episode 7. Frontier Comforts, Thriving, and Surviving. Hey, first of all, I just want to thank everybody that's been watching. I'm super stoked. I got episode 1 has just hit 40 views, which for I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, in a long dark video, par excellent, my friends. Thank you so much. That's really all I can say is thank you. It's awesome. Anyway, I'm here in Mystery Lake. I have a moose hide bag. I've done what I needed to do to get to a point where all I really just need to do is loot and move around. So I am so ready to go that I think I'm going to go out in this weather anyway. It's about mid-morning, heading towards noon. And yesterday, I made 2 episodes that totaled about 5 hours. Thank you so much for watching those. It was, you know, well, part of it was necessary and part of it was because I screwed up, but still. A lot got done. Now, the only thing I've done since I last left is I took a little nap, I cooked a little meat, I made a couple coffees, and I gathered up all these acorns. So I wouldn't accidentally throw them in my pocket again later. There's like a sound glitch. It's really weird. It's right in here. Oh, look at it, it's my rabbits. Look at this. This is I did not expect this at all, y'all. Look at this. Oh, look, they're like stuck in an animation. They're like hopping and dead at the same time. Alright, that sound is really obnoxious. Oh, they're squealing. This is horrifying. But I can't look away. I have never seen that. What in... That was so fantastically worth it. Y'all, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Listen, if there was ever time to comment on a Pizza Hulk video, tell me that's not it. Tell me you at least... I mean, I know the noise was bad, and that's, you know... I just want to know that that was seen. Oh my god, that was insane. No. Never, ever, ever have I seen that. Now, I don't know if that's something that can happen. And it was, you know, it happened out there in the world before the last update. But listen, get some snares down. That's worth the... I mean, come on, YouTube. Let's go. Pizza's got frozen animated death knell rabbits. I mean, oh my god, the poor bun ones. It's like, the truth is, I felt it was like almost, like now I can laugh, but it was almost horrific at that moment. I'm like trying to set up an ice hole joke, and all I had to do was walk over and pick on my rabbits for all the entertainment in the world. You know, my ice hole's over there. I'll show it you later. It's just not as good anymore. It was, man, I don't, my heart's not even in it. I had this whole little bit, but nah. that rabbit just took the cake. Let's see. Oh, I reset them. That's right. I'm gonna use them one more time. Thought I picked up the snares, but not quite yet. Anyway, like I said, get them snares down. That's somebody's 30-second clip right there. Alright, I'm going for a walk. Weather's not great. However, so this morning I got up and a gamer I watch, My Usual Me, was live streaming The Long Dark. He basically is doing the same thing that I am. Pretty much a lot of people are. And I watch him because I like the way that he plays. And that for certain things, you know, he's very like no nonsense. So it kind of helped to see someone that's kind of doing something at least similar to what I'm doing. He's doing it more direct. This dude is getting everything done. I took 20 days to get that part started. I mean, like I said, I got all the clothing. And the flashlight. But he also helped me out with another thing. I'm watching him, that I've been trying to figure out where I found Vaughn's rifle. And I couldn't remember if I thought it was either Mystery Lake or Milton. But while I was watching, he happened to find it here in Mystery Lake. So I'm really hoping to find that. That's a good score. And it's a variant rifle. And I'm also thinking, like I said, I'm pretty sure they're sort of locked into the areas. Like, if the Warden's pistol is anywhere else other than Blackrock, I feel like, even though I hate Blackrock, I'll be disappointed. So now he found it at the bottom of the dam. Could be there. Could be up in the, watchtower. This back area I just walked through used to be a place you can find a rifle along that path there. I don't know if it still is. I don't recall finding it there since they moved the lid around. But yeah, I'm excited. I feel like, yeah, I set myself up for success best for me. Because like I said, there's not a ton of stuff I really need anymore. Most of the carcass harvesting, the cooking, and the fire and all that stuff will come along just as we're going along. I'm trying to catch a few rabbits because I do kind of want to shred them up though into little pieces. And just move that bar just a little bit further. But other than a set of tools or like a toolbox, and there's a chance to get quality tools at the dam, and possibly in some of these other places. I've got spare everything, so I don't really need to worry about that kind of stuff. I thought about sharpening my hatchet before starting this, but I'm like, I'll probably find one that's in better condition. So. You know what? I'm gonna toss that on the ground for now, along with these bunnies that I absolutely did not mean to bring with me. That's really frustrating. Oh, pizza. All right. I don't have the crampons yet, but this is a short climb. And I made up some coffee. But I want to be kind of lightweight just in case. So 3 out of the 9 bunkers you can find can be just chock full of goods. Tons of stuff. Or they could be pretty bare and empty. There's no predators up here. You can get deer up here, rabbits up here. You can live up here. There's a cave. I wanted to see if there was a maple sapling. I don't see it. And sometimes there's a birch sapling up here. But one of the bunkers is up here, and you know, personally, my personal opinion, them being static and that's fine. I'm good with it. Honestly, it used to drive me nuts wandering all over Mystery Lake trying to find which area have the prepper's cache in it. So, now granted, if you found it, you were kind of guaranteed a bunch of some type of loot.
This stuff will come in handy.
But I personally prefer knowing where to go. If it's a win, it's a win. If it's not, it's a not. I mean, you still find stuff. It might not be much. I didn't see either sapling. I mean, again, that's hit or miss. I know they're still in here because I found them in other playthroughs after they've changed stuff. What about your ankles pizza? No, turn that off. There we go. Alright, so, you know, like I said, it's a gamble. 3 out of 9 are just, I mean, stacked. So, let's hope for a win. Here we go. No. Let's see what we did get. We got a candy bar. Bottle of water. And some ammo would be nice. Tinder, a little bit of food. I mean, it is a bed and a place to sleep indoors. So again, I know people like to come up here and actually stay up here. I mean, particularly if you got the crampons, hopping up and down here isn't too bad. You just got to make a plan for it. And there's houses like just below. But it's crossed off the list. Peek up here just to see. Maybe they stuck a sapling up here. I don't think. think so. Yeah, there's a way down that you don't have to use the rope. But I actually want to get back down there to those rabbits and my rifle. Now, what would be great about finding Vaughn's rifle is that it weighs less than the traditional rifle. So, fully loaded, the traditional rifle from the game weighs a little over 9 pounds. Fully loaded Vaughn's rifle weighs a little over 7 pounds. So it's about a 3-pound difference. That's, you know, that's huge if you want to run around with one of the rifles. So I'm hoping to find as many variants as I can. So far I found all 3. Vaughn's rifle, the Curator's rifle, and I can't remember the name of the third one. It's like Lucy's rifle. I don't know, that's what's coming to mind. Unfortunately, rabbits are pretty darn heavy. But then again, I'm just thinking, these cabins aren't, I wouldn't say, I mean, you never know, but generally there's not a ton of stuff in them. You can, like, break stuff down for wood, cloth. They're good for that, but usually there's like a scrap of cloth. Oh my god, there's coffee. What? See, that's what I get for running my mouth.
Okay.
Place they'll watch. They'll all be stacked. Peach. All right, so I've noticed that if I open a can and cook with it, the can I find, or the can I get left with, is 100%. Cans you find out in the world can sort of vary. So that one's 80. You could find one at 70, etc.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Alright. But that's what I'm talking about. Piece of cloth, scrap metal, wood. More cloth. But a lot of times I don't find too many items. But we'll see. This game will randomly, it's just random. I'm personally surprised to see 3 of the houses up. Usually at least one of them's all burned down. More fur.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No, man, we are really gonna load you up here, unfortunately. Now I let my thirst and hunger get down purposely so I could drink some of these coffees. Doing really well in the random snacks.
This'll come in handy.
Bit of leather. I wouldn't mind it, but I'll try to stick to things like gloves and stuff. I don't really want to carry around a bunch of shoes. I've already got some. I just really need just a little bit for repair. I'll find it all over the place. I'll be fine. See, that'll be cool because I'll be able to search and find stuff, but really, I'm just looking for... I want a few calories, so the junk food's going to come in handy. I don't have a lot of firewood. I want to tear these rabbits up. But one of the things I do still need to do here, though, I'm considering it as still part of my mission, you know, to get things done, to make my life a little easier. But also to figure out some of the stuff is I want to get the fishing stuff made. These cabins are usually pretty good for some books and stuff. You can burn them. They can give you a good high chance of starting fires. But I really did make an ice hole, and you just need some sticks, cloth, and scrap metal. But that's what I was realizing. I need scrap metal to make all the lures, and some of the contraptions. I need a pair of... Now here's what I expected: some burn down houses, and most importantly, improvised crampons. And I definitely want to get those made before I leave Mystery Lake for anywhere else, especially since I'm probably going to go to Milton. This place is usually good for a dead something. Usually a dead guy. So we got a feather mill. We can always come back here for more feathers. And sometimes there's like a tool or some firewood laying around here. It doesn't look like there's any today. Got a fascinating note. Check it out, folks. That's right. Pause the video and enjoy. But I'm excited. It'll be fun to see. There's some matches. The kind of stuff I can find. Oh, there we go. That's a big find right there. Fire arm kit. Cleaning kit. I swear this thing used to have a drawer. The almighty paint can. Best thing in the game. Come on, Mr. Deer, get across the screen there. Yeah. So I'm glad. I mean, I know this sounds weird. I'm glad those are actually burned down, though. I'm not even gonna pretend with these wolves. Now, a lot of times I just might pop some for either some skill points or pretty much actually for getting a wolfskin hide going. Or a coat going, I mean. But I've got it turned on so that I can get close to animals. Because again, I'm not really here to hunt. Although I had quite a time with the moose. Actually, I will take a spare hunting knife. Ooh, grab those for sure.
I'll take it.
Now, we go into the menus here and we look at my matches. You'll see everything's stacking. Now, you see me pick up some wooden matches, you see me pick up some carpet matches. And they just all stack now. All carpet matches are 85%, all wooden matches are 100%. Now, this is the Pilgrim Loot table, so I don't know how this works necessarily in some of the other ones, like as an interloper, but I mean, so maybe they're all like at, I don't know, 37% and 50%, but they still all stack. That's something I gotta find out. One of the reasons I also want to hit all these places out here, not just for loot, because like I said, I'm not used to finding too many things around here. But there is a fishing book usually in one of the... I was hoping there was a bear in one of these places. I brought the rifle just in case I came across a bear, actually. Looks like we got a memento, cache. I can't stomach things, but plenty of MREs are down there in the dam. Oh, this is great. Fantastic. Got the key. So, yeah, there's a cache at the bottom of the dam. I always forget to get the key first. Or I end up going to the dam before I end up... You know, I come from Pleasant Valley.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, that's probably enough antibiotics. Ooh, I think that's scrap metal, though. Again, the antibiotics are stacking. The pain meds are stacking. Every can I get from cooking is 100%, you know. I don't know if these are things that are going to get changed or not. I mean, it's great. If it's a little weird with your, you know, your inventory management, but they still have the same amount of matches. It's just that they're not in this many categories. But a lot of times, you know, I'll purposely be like, all right, I'll take 10 cardboard matches and 10 wooden matches on this trip because I'm not really doing that much and I want to keep the weight down. You got a dead body or a dead deer? Anyway, I just wanted to give props to my usual me. I watch a lot of different games that he plays, but definitely watched a lot of his Long Dark videos. And I was thinking, I was having a conversation, I was chatting with somebody during a video not too long ago, and we were talking about how, like, we like to leave, here he is.
I think I can use this.
Certain people on in the background and just kind of, you know, do our things and cook dinner, make making, you know, just living life or whatever. So I got distracted. And we were talking about the different... Well, I was talking about... There it is. There's my fishing boat.
Well, this stuff will come in
Perfect.
handy.
That. And I was talking about Neebs Gaming and Monarchy, but I didn't mention any of the, you know, Long Dark people that I watch. That's great, isn't it? But yeah, like my usual me, I also watch LMG, I also watch Zach Nafane. Zach Nafane really helped me stick with the game, actually. And just, you know, I learned a lot of basics watching his videos, like, you know, use a torch to light your campfires. So, but, I mean, I like them for different reasons. You know, Zach Nafane does some live stuff, but he also makes pretty well edited and put together videos. I like my usual means live broadcasts. I just want to see if there's a dead guy back here. There's a ton of cattails too. I like Thomasina's shorts. There's a backpack at least, something. I mean, definitely scored in the calorie department. And just having a few of these laying around at base, and kind of drop off and grab more as I go. But timing-wise, this worked out pretty well. I got a ton of firewood, which is kind of what I was hoping. I'd wanted to grab some. I'm not going to grab that. Before I started the video, but I had a bunch of crap weather. So instead I gathered sticks and acorns to take that, well, to get some firewood, but also take that temptation away to be like, oh, I should grab those acorns, and then be running around the entire map with a pocket full of acorns. That's exactly what I would have done. So I was trying to help Future Pizza out. Perfect.
This will come in handy.
Definitely want that scrap metal. So I could make, I think, both the fishing catch-all thing. Oh, I need those gloves though. And a lure. Well, of course, after being like, you know, I mean, that was a good run across the ice there. That's a ton of stuff. But yeah, it's here it is. Here you go, guys. Here's my ice hole. It's 100% frozen. My ice hole's completely closed. Well, don't worry. I just need a pry bar and I can get my ice hole back open. There. Look, the bunny stole the show, but I still finally got the joke in. My vibrating bunnies. I mean, I'm curious to see what happens again. I mean, the snares are back down. But yeah, there's like 4 places right around here that you used to have to go chase down the prepper's cache. I personally, like I said, I'm super happy. I know exactly where to go. I can plan how to get there. And just make it happen. But yeah, I really didn't expect to find all the chips and stuff. So that's really good because I can drop that stuff here, and then I've got some lightweight munchy type things to carry around with me. And what I can actually do is just sort of eat what I find along the way. And I don't really need to carry that much with me. So that was super helpful. Along with the gun cleaning kit. That's probably like, again, that and the fishing book, top 2 finds. But there was clothing out there. Like I said, I'm not going to be grabbing everything anymore because, I mean, I wasn't grabbing the accelerant. I got accelerant. I do want to get a little more fuel just so when I stop back in here. Right, here, let me just plop these guys on the ground for now. You know, I'm almost embarrassed to open this. My organization is just really not good right now. Oh, the coffee stacking. Unbelievable. And the teas. So one, I'm going to have to watch out for that. Because normally I would only carry like, you know, max of like 5 teas. But that is wild. Alright, so I didn't know that. The meds are stacking, the matches are stacking, and the teas and coffees. I mean, that's both convenient and a little annoying. You. You see, I mean, I went from... I didn't even have a full 20 of these on me. And you see what I mean? 230 cardboard matches just stacked. So I'm very curious to see if that's going to be something that they stick with. If this is like, you know, a mistake. I'm at. That's the best. I'm kind of in the department of it's a mistake. And again, how does that work in levels where, you know, what happens when it starts to deteriorate? I don't. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. We'll deal with that later. Later. Gonna run out of room here really quickly, but that's all right. How we doing? Oh, they're good. Oh no, I messed up. Shoot. All right. Well.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I forgot I wanted to slice and dice these little guys here. Alright, now I'll get the rest. So I'm curious, I know that they shorten the time. No, I don't think it did. So let's say you're cooking something, right? And the wind blows your fire out. If you had a piece of meat on that took an hour and 20 minutes to make, it took an hour and 20 minutes to make when you got your fire back on. There we go. Now, if it was down to, let's say, 20 minutes, you can, when you get the opportunity to recook that piece of meat again, it'll only have 20 minutes left. Wasn't sure if they applied that to cargo stars. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's make a big pile of tiny little rabbit pieces. They can sit there, they're a project for another day. Alright, I'm kind of curious. I think I'm going to go see if the snare's set. One, I mean, definitely I want to see vibrating bunnies again. And two, I don't know if they set from the evening time, from when I set them the night before, or whether it was like a morning catch. I don't know. And I probably... If there's nothing in the snares, I'm going to run up to the watchtower. And probably drink a coffee. Coffee is my friend. Alright, so they haven't reset, so probably, I mean, I'm hoping in the morning, y'all. I am super hoping in the morning. I'm gonna scoot up here to this watchtower. And see what I can see. So it's one of the places on the map where you can find a rifle. I don't know if Vaughn's rifle can spawn here. If it's solely in the dam or how that works. If it's like kind of part of a story type thing. Like, this is where Vaughn left his rifle. Or how that works, but I do know it is definitely a place where rifle can spawn. Also, sometimes a skill book or sewing kits. Or it's just a one of those, what I call a high level loot locations, or better yet, a potential high level loot location. And again, things have changed, but it used to be one of the places, like I said, you could look for a pry bar, a hammer. Someone kit. Oh, that's why. I still got all that firewood on me. Firewood. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost blew it. Let's go take a peek with the auto lock on. So foggy weather, especially when it's kind of like this, where the visibility isn't too bad. Not bad weather to, as far as the weather is concerned, not too bad. It's not snowing, no blizzard, temperature should be somewhat okay. I'll cut the light on so everybody can see. Peaches, sardines. Oh, there we go.
Probably useful.
Oh. So I guess I better start using some of this broth I've been finding. None of it's in good shape. There's some... Oh, that's the
I'm
handle.
not sure I can carry much more.
Alright, plenty of knives. Last one. Another gun kit. So, pistol ammo, that's good. I was hoping for some more pistol ammo.
You never know. Could end up being useful.
Someone kit. So yeah, I'm not sure about the pry bar anymore because it used to be under the bed. Now they got this green box under the bed. It's kind of how they get rid of some of that. Seems like their go-to on how to get rid of something that they wanted to move that people used to either find something or use. They'll stick a green box in it. Occasionally I think they can be clothing, but no rifle. Nothing too fancy. Oh, whoop. How about I take the bridge instead? Yeah. Alright, so I was thinking about taking off, but I really want to see what happens with these rabbit snares. So I think I'm going to go back and just clean the rifle up. Pick the best knife and hatchet. Maybe clean them up just a little bit. And catch some Z's. And head out towards the dam. I'd like to leave the rifle behind, but there could be a moose down there, and be an opportunity to get a good pile of meat down. I mean, obviously they're cooking and carcass harvesting. Yeah, I can't snap my cankles, so we'll just do it a quick way. But having a spare moose side and, like I said, just a pile of meat down, more importantly to me. Well, I don't hear that horrifying audio, so I don't think it's, like I said, I think it'll have to be in the morning. But I am fascinated enough to even stall my adventure just a little bit. Because I absolutely could just, I don't even really need a drink of coffee. Just drop some stuff off, grab a meat and a bottle of water or two, and then head up to the dam. See if there's moose sign. But I'm hurting. This deer belongs to me now. You can bump them up to, you know, I mean, look, we're headed back towards my spot. I think eventually they'll run past you, but right here, this flat area. Only problem is you can get like 3 wolves hanging out in this area. Now, I have changed some of the representations and some of the controls in the game, obviously. But one of the things I did is I actually turned the wolves up a little bit. Because I think if you're new to the game, yeah, I really got him on all the way over here, or her. So you can have a wolf down there. I mean, you could potentially even push it all the way into that wolf. The wolf kills it. You chase the wolf off with a flare or a torch, get in there, start a fire, and it's your deer. Beautiful night here in Mystery Lake. So yeah, I want to see what's up with these rabbits. I'm going to use the stairs and go inside. Work on this for a minute. You know, what this is also going to do is help me increase my cleaning skills. So I try to use up the kits occasionally just to get the skill. Alright, we got a 90% knife and an 86% hatchet. Same thing with the sharpening skill. It's only going to go up the more you use it. And, you know, if you're going on an adventure and you can get something up to, let's say, 98%, then do it. And you shouldn't have to worry about it for a good while. And sharpening skill's already up to 4%, so. And there we go. Sitting in backup knife, backup hatchet, and I got more than one sharpening stone. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go for the slightly better lantern. Yeah, the other one had a little more fuel in it, but it'll be here when I need it. No! The controls on this game sometimes make me knee! Makes total sense. Let's say, I don't think I have much room left in most of these drawers. I'd like to read both those books, but... yeah, I feel like if I'm going to do something with this broth... I need to at least, yeah, it's on my priority list of things to do. But I think I'll worry about it more when I get, I think it'll be alright until I finish exploring Mystery Lake. That's what I think. I want to get it all looked at. Then I'm going to see, well, alright. Actually, I'm glad I thought about it. I want to grab a hacksaw too. Because I need to grab a boatload of metal scrap. Well, just by wandering around. I managed to get a decent little pile of firewood going here. That's good. Couple steaks. Alright. Poor Astrid. I mean, think about her day, right? First, she started off with some terrifying vibrating bunnies. I mean, supernatural bunnies is absolutely what happened there. They were stuck between the nether realm and Earth, right? Whatever. And then I made her, like, deal with that and then go climb up a cliff to sheer disappointment. Wander around the entire lake with their pockets stuffed full of garbage. Refreshing. Well, it's bright. It sounds windy, but windy's not the worst thing in the world. Once again, apologize for the organization. However, we gotta go. We got stuff to do. I'm feeling kind of antsy about the wind and the weather as it is right now. All right, time to get looting. Maybe shoot a moose. It, of course, would have to be there. But it is time to head to the dam. After I check my Reddits. If there's nothing in the snares or there's anything in the snares, I'm just going to pick everything up. Because I'll probably be up at the dam for a day or two. Moose or not. I'll throw everything in the red train car and deal with it when I get back. Y'all, I hear it. I hear it. Oh, please, please, please be watching right now. This is a treat, y'all. And the thing is, I picked the snares up and put them back down again. Because I thought, well, maybe it just was the weird, you know, it just happened to be... Oh, yeah, here it comes. What you're hearing is more than one terrifying death scream of Bunny in a forever trapped state of being snared and free. This is what it sounds like. Oh, it's only one this time. I wonder if that's the same one of the same ones. I think it is. Alright, let me get up on this. I know the noise is super bad, but look at it. I hope you can see this. Oh no, I worried about this. Okay.
I'll take it.
Oh my gosh, it's like a house alarm going off. What do you guys think? Are you okay? Are your ears okay? You want to come live with me again? Okay. You know, this doe really prefers this side of the hill, I think. She booked it to the left. It repeated itself! Now, I'm wondering, was that the one snare that didn't catch one last time? Did I break it? Can it be repeated? I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to try. But not right now. Red train car, you know, I think it used to be better. We'll give it a go this time. Again, you gotta really play this game a lot before you can really say anything about, you know. Again, anything below interloper is random. So, yeah, there's places where you can find matches, there's places where you can generally find the hacksaw, hammer, or whatever, you know. Again, this used to be a good place to find a pry bar. It used to be under here. Got a flare there. I might grab that. The dam is actually darker than it used to be on the inside. Ah, there we go. Alright, I'll leave those here, but if the dam doesn't have tools... Ooh. And I'm going to get a... Oh! All those things are awesome. And we got a pistol bug. Fantastic. Just trying to drop, you know, any kind of useless weight. But yeah, I see a couple players, and again, I don't need players to fight wolves, right? Oh, there we go. Feather. Again, mystery is a great place to find feathers. And there'll be plenty of players with this loot difficulty level, so I try to use them when I can in a cave or a dark area. Try to save my lamp oil a little bit. The deer carcass, so now if you click on it, it's going to start to deteriorate. If you don't, it'll stay there pretty much, I think, forever. So that's another way, as you can see, to get feathers. Just leave it be. They've had issues. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they do disappear. I've cleaned them up and then had them return. So I don't know. Anyway, I've got some firewood, but just in case I end up popping a moose, plus just having a little bit extra is nice. I don't really want to deal with this wolf, but I thought that rock might be a body. Alright, we got moose on, that's good. Now whether it's here or not, I'm excited because this is where my main base is going to be, no matter what, or how long this playthrough is. If for some reason something happens, I damage it, lose it, screw up, believe me, I've done all kinds of goofy things. I've left the moose hide behind, the moose hide bag behind before. Crowbar. It's always nice to know, you know, there's one nearby. You know, there's a couple spots in here where you can find it, but generally speaking, it tends to be back by the bridge area. And if the deer or the wolves are in here, you don't usually have the best chance of running into it. So I would say at least like right now, it's not in here at all. But yeah, my feather count has just shot up since getting here. Anyway, sometimes it can be in that back area back there. Usually it's over there by the bridge. I just want to see if there's any birch. Whether I end up using any of this stuff or not, I'm hoping that you might make a mental note. You go, oh, okay. I can find a moose by the dam, maybe. Or the unnamed pond, or whatever. And right back here, oh look, there's a whole bunch of saplings. The moose can be back here as well. Feathers everywhere, come on. It's like, where's the dead guy? Standing on her. Anyway, 5 saplings right here. It's 15 arrow shafts. That's a lot of arrows. And I'm going to keep looking back here. Now there's a hunting blind back here. You can find deer carcass. Obviously deer. There's deer and rabbits back here. Now the moose isn't going to be back through this pass. I think the furthest he goes is like just into this area. I've never seen the moose back here. It's too far out of its range, I think. Now I have had it run back here. See you, bud. But we can get some rose hips down here. I want to gather up some rose hips. I usually try to leave the ones around the camp office just because it looks good. I know. But they're not a ton of rose hips in Mystery Lake, so. But I want to make some of those energy pies again. Rosehip pie, and I think I can make peach pie. They both give you, like enough, like as much energy as like a coffee. So kudos on that one. It will give you a headache. So, if the psychedelic look of the game when you have a headache bothers you, yeah. Either eat a pie and drink a rosehip tea, I suppose, or I don't know, just walk around with it. But it also doesn't act like coffee, where it increases or reduces the amount of fatigue while you move around. It doesn't do that. So, wish the wind wasn't blowing on my face so hard, but I already see more saplings. That's why I wanted to get back here. So there's 10. So we're talking 30 arrows just from these 2 spots. Now you can see that rope climb up there. It's a decent little spot. You can get up there and find some loot. I'll do it when I have some crampons. It's a decent climb. You see, you got one rope, and then you got to be able to get up the second rope. But I'll give you an idea of where I'm at here in just a minute.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
And to show you another way to get there now, is it safer? I mean, it just depends on how your luck with the wolves are. But right out there, if you can see, is the lake I was on earlier, Crystal Lake, and there's one of the fishing huts right there. So this is about the middle of the lake. Right about there is the fishing hut, I would say, that was closest to the camp office, and the camp office is sort of on that end of the lake. So it's just a different way to get from here to the dam. You can see there's another deer carcass, so you might want to come back here for food or skin, guts, whatever you need, or just to get some feathers for your feather farm. And like I said, there's rabbits back here. Pointed out the rope. Oh, here's some burdock. Oh, huge patch of burdock. Oh, we got it here by the water. I want to say I found it randomly in other places. Look how long it's taken to dig this up, though. That could be a problem. You can cancel it, so there's that. Now, like I said, I was watching My Usual Me this morning, and he was talking to the chat, and they came up with a good theory. Because if you've seen my videos, I've been wondering how am I supposed to make these recipes without this flour, right? This mill flour stuff. And what I thought, and what I originally thought when I learned about all these recipes and stuff, is that, yeah, there'd be commercial flour in the game that you could find and use, but that you'd be able to use the acorns to make flour as a substitute. Now, you can make like acorn flour pancakes, and I haven't found all the recipes. In fact, I've only found one so far. So I can't really comment to that completely, but I can tell you on the basic recipes, it's all this, you know, produced flour, not something you can make in the wild. And I was like kind of thinking like they were, that okay, well, this is only going to be useful, and they were even bringing it to, you know, the interloper level, saying, well, I mean, most of this stuff isn't going to even be good except for like the first 100 days, and a lot of it might be sketchy at that. And I was like, yeah, you know, I wondered how that was going to work, because I really thought you were going to be able to use the acorns as a substitute. You know, maybe you get a little less out of it or something, but I still thought that was something you'd be able to do. But what they brought up was that there's a trader coming. That's what the chat brought up. That there's a trader coming, and that's how you're going to get your flour. Well, and your oil and your salt, and, you know, probably things like, you know, peaches, right? Maple syrup. You need those for some of the ingredients. What's up, miss? I did walk kind of into another region. I don't know if it was far enough for this to really reload. I think sometimes you even have to leave the map and come back. So like, go to Musket and come back. You're really having a hard time to trigger like the moose. But I don't think it's going to be here, and I don't think it's going to be here for a while. I think these deer are going to be what's probably hanging out here for the meantime. But I've had more encounters here with the moose than I have in that back area or on the ice in the back area. So, oh, there's a little fire down here you can nab into, and some mushrooms over here. Sounds like a wolf's up by the camp. Yeah, you can have you can have a wolf right there up by the campers and the dam. You can have a bear, I do believe. But usually I find the bear more often than not out by trappers or the unnamed pond. Even more so on the back end of the lake. Almost clicked on him. Basically, the second you click on it, you kind of started the timer, I believe, running down on these guys. You don't get a ton of firewood in this area. There's some sticks and stuff. There's a branch right, or a limb right there. Oh, some more burdock. Nice. Yeah, I was really hoping, I mean, I've got a ton of oil, salt, I've got flour, I got all that stuff. I want to play with this burdock. I'm curious to see if it degrades over time or if it's like a tea type item. Nice. I'm gonna quick look and see if I can find any more. Lots of cattails along this bit of the river, but again, remember when you're not either in pilgrim mode or custom mode where the animals are on passive, this is a very dangerous area. You got moose, wolves. The wolves can get kind of thick. And like I said, you can literally pop out of your camper in the morning and there's a wolf right there. So. People, you know, Mystery Lake is absolutely considered a beginner's area. I would say it's a beginner's area, and a good one, for sure, but it's still the long dark. Now, in Pilgrim mode, where I'm running across, like, sometimes these, like, 3 of these wolves, there might only be, like, 1. And there might be just, because in Pilgrim mode the wolves are on low, but I turned it up to medium because I just think that's a more realistic representation of what most people are going to be coming across. And like I said, I always hope that, I know I learned a lot from watching videos that weren't even necessarily, it's like I wanted to learn how to get from, I don't know, how to get out of Ash Canyon to Timberwolf, right? Or how to get to the summit. You know, I watched people's videos on that, but I learned the most from watching a Zach Nefame video where he was just kind of walking from Ash Canyon to the summit. So, you can pick up shortcuts, you can pick up hints and tips, and see, there he is. You can find out where these guys live, too.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Alright. Honestly, I just don't want to deal with him oohing all around in my face. Now that would be a good carcass to do the shredding on. Because you're definitely going to get, obviously, a ton more meat than you would off of a rabbit, right? But nothing ridiculous like you get from a deer or something, you know, like a moose or a bear. I've shredded moose and bear before. Moose and bear. It's a very tiring, long process, and it kind of makes me dizzy. But rabbits and wolves, I always kind of feel like they're fair game if you want to get them. And shred them up into little pieces. So right here in this cabin is where I'm going to get most of my scrap metal. In fact, I'm going to pop in there real quick. Oh, shit. I'm an idiot. Alright, hopefully we're going to find a freaking hacksaw in the darn dam. It's not very likely. I don't think. Oh, I'm so angry with myself. Anyway, there's all these metal shelves. It take about an hour and a half to break apart. I think you get maybe 4 pieces each. But you can see there's just a whole bunch. And usually, I mean, you can also scrap some of these doors and some of these shelves. Oh, man. I literally said before I headed this way, I needed a hacksaw. Let's see. There we go. And usually there's a little bit of food in here. It's not much, but a can of crappy tomato soup might save your life. You never know. Alright, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to search this other trailer. And then I'm going to call it a video because I think this one's good and long. And I can start up the next video working on the dam. Which is, yeah, I mean, obviously the biggest loot opportunity here in Mystery Lake. Good. Some hydration and some calories. There's a couple toilets. Oh, that's even better. A couple toilets in the dam, but I'm not gonna need them now. So I could run in there and grab some water. I got soup for hydration. Oh, another bottle of water. I'm sorry, never mind. I don't even need to make water. What do we got here?
I think I can use this.
Simple parka. Dam is one of those places where I come to look for a jacket if I'm having trouble finding one. It's not like guaranteed, but there are several. Awesome. That's what I wanted.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Exactly what I wanted. All right, cool. So I had those blue tools back there and the quality tools. That's perfection. Start making a little room. Yep, definitely picking up on the pistol shells. I mean, I knew I would get, yeah, like 2 pounds of burdock. a decent stash. In fact, you know, I figured the fact that I used up my pistol bullets didn't really even bother me because I knew there'd be a ton. Alright, jump out here, get a little view, and call it a video. You know, I'm excited. Got a good chunk of mystery knocked out already. So from here, what I'm going to do is loot the dam. And again, there's not a ton of stuff that I need to necessarily remove from here. It's not that kind of playthrough. But there is some stuff that I want to look for and find. Again, hopefully there's the Vaughn's rifle. There's cooking pot I might grab and a couple other things. We'll check out the clothing. I'm looking for snow pants, an expedition parka, urban parka. Any of those things would be really big help because it'll just help reduce my weight all the way around. So that's the plan. Just keep looting, keep trucking, and keep trying to find these variants. Get mystery cleared out, and then head to Milton. So I will be working on that in the very next run. Alright, you guys, if you're catching this video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all you guys who've been watching my videos. Like I said, I have a long dark video with 40 views, and there's one catching up to it. And like I said, that to me is just amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. You guys, I hope you're having a great day. Y'all be good to each other. Take care.